Hi, my name is Todd Larsen. I'm the CEO of Limitless Cost Reduction Specialists. And I want to talk to you a little bit today about how our team works with companies like yours all the time that are under great pressure to manage costs, find creative ways to be more efficient and effective, and really grow their business. And all the while facing issues like top line growth, hiring the best talent for the money, ensuring security protocols are met, and dealing with a volatile economy while managing vendor cost and relationships. In fact, many companies use the same processes they have for many years, even decades, when it comes to running the business. Old adage is, if it isn't broke, why fix it? However, what companies fail to often see is those same archaic processes will not keep up with the demand for growth, flexibility, and the efficiencies they so desperately need to strive for in their businesses. Let's look at something even closer, maybe close to heart, like the AP process and vendor accountability. When we look at a corporation, they're run in many different ways. But when you have a corporate headquarters with multiple branch locations, you see that there are complexities that we often find similar across many different industries. And in these pieces, it's about trying to figure out how to run the business effectively from a cost management aspect. And what we see is these bills that we get from vendors, these contracts and negotiations that we have, all come to different places and are reviewed in different manners, but some to maybe this tune that might strike home. You see, we see a lot of the bills going to the local branches. Responsibility is either the branch manager, the general manager, executive director, or one of the directors of a core responsibility like facilities management operations may have to be looking at these bills. In fact, not only look at these bills for their accuracy and remember what the rates are in comparison, and staying up, of course, with anything that's changing in tariffs and taxations and regulations, but then they also have to make sure that the business is efficiently moving in a manner to get bills processed so nothing gets shut off or service orders don't get delayed. So you see this process gets down to the executive director's desk or general manager or whatever division leader is responsible for it, and they're looking right at these bills. Now they're looking at a stack of bills. Maybe they have 30, maybe they have 40, 50, 60, sometimes upwards 80, 90, 100 different types of vendor services that they're dealing with. You know, it could be landscaping or telecommunications, it could be linens, or it could be various other services that are necessary to run their business. And these are packed and stacked on their desk each and every month. They all come in, they look pretty similar. Most of them are fairly complicated. Some of them are simple. But those numbers, are they remembered? They're a quick glance? Are they deeply looked at and audited? Not often. Well, it's close, it's similar, it's close, signed off on. That sign-off process then goes up to a package in corporate. It's either scanned in or mailed up in a package, and an AP clerk or bookkeeper gets those documents. Now, it's already been signed off on, so it's already been approved. So there is room still to investigate, but does it happen? We see it most often does not. And so they get processed. But in that processing time, how many people have touched it before the executive director touches it? Was it an administrative assistant, got it at the branch location, or did the executive director actually have to get the mail and open that mail and look at each and every categorization? Then who had to scan it? And when they scanned it, did they scan it into a document management system, or did they just scan it into their financial system? Oftentimes it's signed into a document management system or just sent up as a raw package, where the AP clerk now has to take care of that in the process. And all this time, we have multiple people touching it, multiple forms of information. We didn't even talk about the geocoding that may be missed on each and every bill. Or was it inappropriately missed? Or was it inappropriately marked? All of these measures continually happen at the end of the day. But what's the real hidden loss here? If it wasn't looked at appropriately, if the rate was skimmed over, if the line item cost wasn't identified, if it was marked inappropriately, how is that affecting the back end? How many moves actually went on into this process management? And then what about when you need to find that invoice, pull that invoice, or actually look for the document that is managing that invoice costing structure? Where is that? Where was it last filed? Is it filed in an easy to full place? Is it electronically imaged? Are terms and conditions broke out so you can easily find a referenceable point in order to be able to drive whatever results you need to be able to hold your vendor accountable for the contract you took so long to look at, review, organize, detail, and make sure it was best for your company? And was it? So let's look at that process for a second. Did you have the benchmark analytics you needed to make that contract the best it could be? Do you know terms and conditions that are affecting other contracts across the country? How do you analyze those differentiators and make them the best contract for you? And when are they changing based on tariffs, regulations, and taxations that may be affecting your bottom line pricing? And we started with AP, looking at a bill on an ED's desk, signing it off. What else is missing in that solution? How much money is being lost? How many costs, right, are being incurred by the company that shouldn't be? These are the questions you need to start asking yourself and start adding up the math. How much time and energy is taken in order to have each one of those people touch it, each one of those people manage it, each one of those people look at it, and still not have accurate verification with the best pricing, terms, and conditions you can have with your vendors. Now, don't fret. There are many companies that are solving this problem by looking at third-party outsources and companies that will help them look at these expenses, manage the front-end AP process, put it into electronic status, give electronic hierarchical approval authorities, make sure that they're looking at each and every bill, and then benchmarking those bills and analyze those bills, cost results that are from other companies and other industries, along with like and similar industries, and providing bottom line better results and the assurance that you're not paying too much, or the ability to recover and renegotiate and have your better expenses. You know, Limitless does this all day, every day, and we're here to help clients be most efficient and most effective in their businesses and in their workplaces. We want to make sure that you understand that it takes someone who has great skills and disciplines across all these arenas in order to be able to help you best, most effectively run your company with the efficiency that you desire. Thank you so much for taking time out today. Should you have any questions, feel free to give us a call at Limitless Cost Reduction Specialists. Thank you so much for your time.